A good evening and welcome here to the beautiful Logan Field on the Tonawanda Nation as it is time for some First Nations Junior B box lacrosse here between the visiting Tuscarora Junior Tomahawks and the Tonawanda Junior Braves. Hello everyone, my name is Trevor Butt, so happy to be joining you as there you get a look at the starting netminder tonight for Tuscarora. It is Talem Sandy getting the call in between the pipes for the Junior Tomahawks. On the other side of the field, it is Jackson Bob Pregel getting the start for Tonawanda. We are underway here from the gorgeous Logan Field. We thank you for joining us. First possession is with Tonawanda as the Junior Braves look to get things started on a good note here. Tonawanda enters this game with a 3-2 record, and they sit in second place in the First Nations Junior B Lacrosse League. First shot early on by Spencer Jonathan is stopped by Sandy. And for Tonawanda fans out there, some folks might be wondering, how did Tonawanda get to 3-2? They did only win 2 games so far this year, a 17-11 win over this Tuscarora team, and then a 10-6 win over Allegheny. However, it was a loss 14-9 against the Seneca War Chiefs that goes down as a forfeit win for Tonawanda due to the War Chiefs using an ineligible player. So that puts Tonawanda over 500 and into second place in the standings, and that could be a big forfeiture of the result for the War Chiefs later on in the season, especially knowing how their last game went against Allegheny. I think this is going to be a very intense battle here throughout this season, and especially between these two teams. It's always fun when Tuscarora and Tonawanda meet up. It is rivalry night here as Jonathan's shot just goes a little high over the crossbar. Spencer Jonathan comes within a few inches of putting it in the back of the net, but we are going to have a penalty coming up here. Not going to have a look at it, my apologies, as it will be Hamilton Burnham heading to the sin bin. And for the first time this evening, the Tonawanda Junior Braves power play will step onto the floor. It'll be quarterbacked right now by Chucky Redmond, who goes to his left for Ace Abrams. Redmond over to Abrams, playing a little catch, now moves it to the far side. Fry moves it to a low man. Low shot there, and they score. Tough angle shot, but no problem for Savino Geraci, who rips that one home, and Tonawanda holds the early 1-0 lead. A power play goal here for the Junior Braves, and there you'll see it. Savino Geraci had all kinds of time and thought, you know what, I'm just going to let this one go. And it worked out perfectly for him. Geraci gets his first goal of the game. The Onondaga Community College product racked up 29 career games over at OCC, 54 GBs, 49 caused turnovers, and all conference and all region selection out of Akron as well. Here is Geraci once again. Geraci looking to go to work. Over to the near side for Jake Smith. Smith, trouble getting a handle on that one, but he'll go and pick up the loose ball as that shot blocked on the way by Burnham. Making up for the earlier penalty was Hamilton Burnham there with that soak. His head coach, Randy Chrysler, I'm sure loves seeing the effort there to block the shots, as now the Tuscarora offense will go on the floor. Connor Vaughn with the ball behind the net. Vaughn feeding out in front, quick shot on, is stopped by Pregel. Might not have caught the target as there's no reset of the shot clock. Ball came out of the stick of Braden Pike. Now here's a chance for the Junior Tomahawks. Matt Jones letting the shot go, but I believe in the crease was the call, so possession going the other way for Tonawanda. Ball up top in the stick of Nick Fry. If you were checking out the social medias earlier today, you might have gotten a look at one of Nick Fry's impressive goals, as he had an amazing just falling twister tornado goal, whatever you want to call it. It just left me in disbelief, as we're going to have our second penalty of the game coming up. Redmond lets the shot go a tad bit late, and it looks like we're going to get 2 straight illegal cross-checking calls on the junior Tomahawks. This time Andrew Hardy, the guilty party. Let's see if we got it in here. 5 is Andrew Hardy. Yeah, we missed that one. Apologies for being a little slow on the clip there for the penalties. As right now, not even 4 minutes into this game, and it's the second power play for Tonawanda. Shot there from Redmond, troubled Sandy, but the netminder able to make the stop. Here's a transition chance for Burnham. Burnham passing all the way there goes to Evan Fryer, one of the leaders on this junior Tomahawks team. Mike Hayes has the ball up top. He will fake the flip to Jones and keep hold himself. Hayes still with it along the near side, trying to just get some sort of shot away, drives into the net, but not able to get his shot on target. The junior Tomahawks captain did a great job to kill 30 seconds off the penalty, as he will head to the bench for the change, and the junior Braves offense will go back on the floor. Jonathan has the ball on the near side. Ace Abrams over to Fry. His pass broken up. Picking it up on the near side. And outletting there is Brady Quill. Quill connects over with Jack Kane. Heath Brunau can run a little hidden ball trick here with Ryland Sorge. Brunau with it up top. Facing some pressure here from the junior Braves. Will let a long-range shot go that misses wide. Rebound picked up by Tonawanda as Printup laying a heavy bit of body there. Not able to force the 10-second call, though. Good work by the junior Braves to transition the ball up the field amidst the pressure. Penalty is about to expire, though, as Andrew Hardy is out of the penalty box, so the junior Braves power play moves to 1 for 2. Here early in the contest, outside rip there goes wide of the net. Coming out of the stick of Justin Roloski, one of the many Canisius Golden Griffins on this Tonawanda Braves, junior Braves team. By my count, 5 Canisius Golden Griffins in the lineup tonight for Tonawanda. Might have to call them the Tonawanda Golden Griffins here pretty soon, as they got that connection. I imagine a lot of it stems from Nick Fry and him going over to Canisius. He's played his lacrosse here for at Tonawanda for quite some time, as Vaughn lets that shot go. That is stopped by Jackson Bob Pragle. Pragle gets the start tonight for the junior Braves, as one would expect for just about every game this season. Jackson Bob Pragle, one of the top goalies in this First Nations Junior B Box Lacrosse League. And he's trying to backstop his team to a big win here tonight. Jake Smith with a low shot, stopped by Talem Sandy. And that's a great option as well for Tuscarora. Got to see the junior Tomahawks play Vince Sandy earlier this season. He was playing some good ball till his injury occurred. We hope he's still doing well and recovery from that. Tanyan Davis, always a reliable option for the junior Tomahawks, but now it's Talem Sandy's turn. And he is one of the top net minders for sure. Here's an open look for Vaughn. It just goes wide of the net. Great chance there for Connor Vaughn to potentially get Tuscarora's opening goal, but not able to find the target. Reed Shaka, product of Williamsville East, heads off the floor as the offense goes to work. Here is Jake Smith with the ball on the near side, feeding it in the middle. Redmond fakes the BTB, lets the overhand shot go that just misses. No reset here. Got to get it off. All kinds of room for Redmond as he skips one off the pads of Sandy, and we're going to get a penalty coming up here against Tonawanda. Just getting it over in time here is Brady Quill, the UAlbany Great Dane. Brady Quill will head to the bench. Just capped off his sophomore season with UAlbany, product of Hilton. Here's an open look there for Jones, who's denied by Pregel. Gonna get a look at the penalty. See if we caught it here. I believe it's going against Spencer Jonathan, and right there is the slash from Jonathan. And he will make the long walk across the field, and think about what he has done as the Tuscarora Junior Tomahawks power play will make their way onto the floor for the first time tonight. Matt Jones tosses it over to the far side. Braden Pike over to Vaughn. Pike with it. Man down low was Reese. Feed inside from Hayes connects. Shot stopped by Pregel. Outside rip there, kept out by Pregel. Oh, what a save from Jackson Bob Pregel. I don't know how he kept that one out, as we'll give you a quick look at it here. Skipping shot off the post. Off Pregel, then off the post, then off the arm of Jackson Bob Pregel. Man, oh man, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, but I'll tell you what, J-Bob is both right now for Tonawanda. Ball on the far side here for the Junior Braves. Stepping into the middle is Fry. His low rip just misses wide. No reset, so possession will go to Tuscarora. Nick Pursuti bringing the ball up the floor for the Junior Tomahawks. He'll leave it here for Connor Vaughn. The Lemoyne Dolphin plays it over to Pike. Vaughn behind the net for Hayes. Now with Vaughn. Onto the far side. Jones. Vaughn. Jones. Low skipping shot stopped by Pregel. Bringing it up the far side here for Tonawanda is Josh Grice. He's being hassled here by the Junior Tomahawks captain Mike Hayes. Grice able to make the long pass across to Ace Abrams, then head for a change as Tonawanda appears to be well on their way to killing off this penalty as we are under 10 minutes to go here in the first period of play. Chucky Redman working on Quill on the far side. Not able to do much there as he ran out of time. As we are back to even strength, the Junior Tomahawks man-up unit moves to 0 for 1. On the far side is Rylan Sorge. Sorge plays his D3 lacrosse at John Carroll University. Vaughn taking a few hacks and whacks from Idzik. Fed in front, shot on is stopped by Pregel. Good look there for Sorge, but not able to beat Jackson Bob Pregel on that attempt. Good feed in there as well from Connor Vaughn. Love the ideas. Just running into a netminder that came to play here today. On the far side, trying to work in closer to the near side here for Tonawanda's Roloski. Now Smith being bodied up, losing control here. Some great stick checks. Andrew Hardy knocked the ball free. Back the other way we go. Here is Fryer on a break. Fryer stopped by Pregel. I was going to say, I thought he kept that out. Saw the point for a minute. Thought it might have snuck in. No. Jackson Bob Pregel makes the save. We'll go a quick look here as Nick Fry walks the ball up the far side. Tonawanda just starting to settle into the attack, so we can look at this one. Here is Fryer. And it's going to be a penalty coming up here against Tonawanda. Had to bail out of the replay there a little early. We'll see what we caught here of the penalty. Redman, I think they're going to get him on an illegal cross-check there as he got Burnham a little low. So Redman will head to the box, and already second power play for Tuscarora. Shots early on in this game, 9-8 in favor of Tonawanda. So very evenly played so far. But the scoreboard slightly in favor of the Junior Braves. They lead 1-0. Chance to change that right here for Tuscarora. Ball down low. Jones trying to skip it over to Vaughn, or potentially into the middle for Hayes. Not able to find either. Vaughn breaks free, takes a shot that's stopped by Pregel. Great maneuver there from Connor Vaughn to open himself up to get that shot away. but not able to beat Jackson Bob Pragle on that attempt. Nick Fry awaits the pass and gets it from Roloski. Justin Roloski is Nick Fry's Canisius teammate. Roloski out of Orchard Park. Had a great year with Canisius. 14 games played, 11 goals, 17 points, 14 ground balls, and a MAC all-rookie team selection. Definitely one of the bright pieces for Mark Miyashida's squad over at Canisius is Justin Roloski. No doubt about that. Here is Matt Jones looking to go to work. Pass to the far side. Trying to break free there is Pick. Now Jones lets a long shot go. That nearly gets through Pragle, but Jackson Bob Pragle makes the extra reach back and keeps that ball in front of him to hold the lead where it stands. It is a 1-0 lead for the Tonawanda Junior Braves over the Tuscarora Junior Tomahawks as the penalty wanes down to Chucky Redmond. Fry in no hurry. Will calmly wait for the clock to tick down as it'll be Spencer Jonathan who sends an overhand shot towards goal. It does find the target as the penalty expires. Savino Geraci working on the far side, goes to Fry. Fresh 30 here for Tonawanda after killing the penalty. Smith bounce shot kept out by Sandy. Loose ball scooped up in front of the net by Nick Persuti. Persuti pressed up against the boards by Fry. Able to get through the pressure and make the pass over to Dadzi. Marzalik. Man off the bench here is Sorge. Sorge over to the near side. They put up with this shot, but straying into the crease. Under 6 to go here in the first quarter period of play, as Tonawanda holds the 1-0 lead over Tuscarora. Ball on the near side of the floor. Here is Ace Abrams. Looking to go to work. Moves it to the far side. Roloski to a man down low in Geraci. Throwing in all kinds of head fakes. Geraci. Abrams. His shot. Stopped by Sandy. Loose ball pops out of the crease. Could be available there for the taking. And it is scooped up by Robbie Brown for Tuscarora. Connor Vaughn. Watched here by Reed Chaka. Another Canisius Golden Griffin. Here's Matt Jones. Connor Vaughn in some space. Has Hayes with him. Vaughn decides to let it fly, and he scores. Great decision there from Connor Vaughn as he rips that one home to tie us up at 1. There you'll see Vaughn let that shot go, but how about a look at the buildup? Good screen by Hayes to push the defender out of the way. Idzik had to try and cover that pass as well as covering the shot. Nothing much he could do there. Kind of just caught in no man's land as that ball thrown into the back of the net by Connor Vaughn. A sophomore over at Lemoyne. Did that 11 times for the Dolphins this season. And all the junior Tomahawk fans remember his important golden goal in Tuscarora's second win of the year, 9-8 in overtime over Allegheny. What a big win that's looking like it is for Tuscarora already in this season. As I mentioned earlier on in the broadcast, I really think that this First Nations Junior B Lacrosse League is as competitive as ever and really just open for the taking. Here is Fry's shot stopped by Sandy. Junior Tomahawks get pushed back into the crease as Drew O'Buck got hit. Quick shot on is stopped by Sandy. And Tonawanda wasting no time. Chucky Redmond letting the quick stick shot go. And he'll go back and play a little defense too. Trying on that ride as Redmond delivers a nice hit. The forward can bring the boom as well. But Tuscarora still has the ball. Bounce shot there is stopped by Pragle. Braden Pick letting it go for Tuscarora. plays his collegiate ball over at Syracuse as that ball goes out of play. Souvenir for a fan. Tuscarora will take over. Andrew Hardy sends it forward here for Matt Jones. Big piece that Tuscarora is getting back from last season is Matt Jones. He was a big part of the Junior Tomahawks team that went to the First Nations Junior B Lacrosse League Championship for the first time in their team's history. Idzik fighting for the loose ball in the corner. Chaka in there as well, but we're going to get a push in the back on Tonawanda. That'll keep possession with the Junior Tomahawks. Dadzi looking for an option here and goes to his left and finds Eric Reese. On the far side, Jones, Vaughn, heavy pick from Heathe Prinup. Sees possession go back to Tonawanda as the Junior Tomahawks don't do a whole lot with that extra 30. Let's see if the Junior Braves can take advantage. Ball on the far side in the stick of Nick Fry. He'll toss it to Savino Geraci. Geraci looking for an option. Geraci trying to shift free. Working one-on-one here. Geraci has that ball stripped. Great play by Brady Quill to take possession away for the Junior Tomahawks. Fresh off the bench here is Braden Pike. He'll pass it up top for Vinny Marzalik. Onto the far side, Rylan Sorge. Dadzi, right off the bench. Jerry Dadzi trying to throw in some speedy fakes on the big Idzik. Sending a quick bounce shot there that misses wide. Possession will go to Tonawanda. Interesting matchup there, watching Dadzi on Idzik. The smaller, shiftier Jerry Dadzi working on the big physical Drew Idzik. I think it was the smaller, shiftier guy who got the best of that altercation, but we'll see if anything else comes out of that one here as this game progresses. The fun battles we like to watch here as Geraci, thinking about it, decides to let it go. It's blocked in front. Good soak there. I believe it was Evan Fryer wearing that one for the Junior Tomahawks. Bringing it up the near side. Andrew Hardy runs into a brick wall and loses possession. Great play by Dylan Jagow to knock the ball free. Guess where Jagow plays his college ball? Canisius University, another Golden Griffin. Here is Nick Fry, the All-American, working on the far side. Matched up here with Brady Quill. He passes it off. Redman looks for an option. Goes to Jonathan. His shot kept out. Nice save there from Talem Sandy to keep this a 1-1 game. Under a minute to go. Short pass is made here to Connor Vaughn. Vaughn, he'll find Matt Jones on the far side. Jones looks for an option. Has a man on the near side in Dadzi, but he gets the pass right back, down low. Up top here is Vaughn. Vaughn, only 6 seconds to work with on the shot clock. His shot turned away by Pregel. 16 left on the game clock. Got to go quickly. Does Tonawanda. Bringing it up the floor. Trying to drive in. That shot there turned away by Sandy. Robbie Carlos letting it go for the Junior Braves as that brings this period to a close. An evenly contested, low scoring first period of play, with the shots being 20-14 in favor of Tonawanda, but the scoreboard is dead on even at 1-1 here after 20 minutes of play. Take a quick look here at the chat, seeing what we got going. Let's go Braves in the chat. Dr. 88 Hockey, thank you for your support. And 5 Arrows 860 saying let's go Tonawanda as well. We got Braves fans in the chat. We thank everybody, though, for their support here of Blue Squatch Productions. And we want to take this time to say thank you to our friends over at Jan's Gas Mart and the Sadakone Restaurant. We thank them for their support here of Blue Squatch Productions and for everything they do to make these games possible. Check them out over at 383 Bloomingdale Road right here in Akron, Basin, New York area, as it's some great Great food over at the restaurant, and let me tell you, I stopped and got gas there recently. Folks, that might be the only place in Western New York where gas is affordable. It was the cheapest I had seen it, and that is the complete and honest truth. I pulled into the parking lot, my eyes widened, and I'm like, I know what I'm doing. We're filling up the tank right here at Jan's Gas Smart. So thank you to them for all of their support. And while we have a moment, just want to send a couple of friendly shout-outs here. We're going to start first with the Haudenosaunee women's box lacrosse team. Want to let you all know that Coach Randy Chrysler's thinking of you, and he says hi, and thank you for tuning in. And then my man Jason, of course, wanting to give a nice big shout-out to his Black Sheep Squadron, or the Lung Crew as they are known. Always tuning in and supporting. Shout-out to them. And thank you for your support as we will step aside here on Blue Squatch Productions. The score after one period of play, the Tonawanda Junior Braves 1, the Tuscarora Junior Tomahawks 1. Trevor Butts on the floor with Connor Vaughn from the Tuscarora Junior Tomahawks. And Connor, it's an even matchup right now, 1-1 after the first period. What do you guys have to do on offense to try and get ahead?
Just got to spin the ball, play better team offense. I think we need to shoot better shots and try not to play so fast and force everything.
You had your team's opening goal here in this game. It was a great one. You've been, on point all season long. What is it about your game that allows you to just have so much success out there?
I think playing free, wanting to get my teammates points, wanting to just help the team win, and, love of the game.
Talem Sandy has been playing great in between the pipes for you. What do you guys have to do just as a whole team to just give him that support needed?
Break down better on defense, do our job on offense better, pick up loose balls, and, just play team ball.
That's exactly what the Tuscarora Junior Tomahawks are looking to do, play some great team ball as they're tied up 1-1 right now with the Tonawanda Junior Braves here on Blue Squatch Productions. You're up, Jason. Welcome back here on Blue Squatch Productions as we get ready to start the second period of play between the Tonawanda Junior Braves and the Tuscarora Junior Tomahawks. Going to take a quick look at the chat here. Who's the backup for the Braves? Well, it's Jackson Bob Pragle starting, and they are actually looking at the gear of J. Bob at the moment, and it is Griffin Jonathan, who is the backup for the Junior Braves. The youngster, freshman in high school, just first-year junior eligibility. Now getting the call to back up J. Bob here, and he'll be in if anything is needed. Is Raiden Stuber on the team? I don't recall. Sorry, Dr. 88 Hockey, I don't recall right off the top of my head. I can check in a little bit. I definitely have heard that name, but I can't recall if he's on the team this year. My apologies. As Jake Smith, I know for sure he's on the squad. Good look here early for Smith, but Talum Sandy makes a nice stop. Evan Fryer looks to break it out on the far side and does so successfully. Working up the far side, a shot there is turned away by Pregel. Loose ball battle behind the net. Idzik taking a few cross checks, but still in the battle. Idzik able to track back and pick up the loose ball. Drew Idzik. Good work there by the big man behind the cage. Product of SUNY Morrisville, or playing at SUNY Morrisville, and product of Niagara Wheatfield is Drew Idzik. On the far side with it is Ace Abrams. Abrams has Spencer Jonathan with him. Onto the near side of the field. Lincoln Hill lets that one go, but it's blocked in front. Picked up by Pursuti. Could be a chance. Nick Pursuti on a break. Pursuti stopped by Pregel. Big save here for Jackson Bob Pregel as he denies Nick Pursuti on the breakaway chance. Back on the other end of the floor, it's the Junior Braves offense. Ace Abrams working with 14 on the shot clock. Moves it over to Nick Fry. Fry lowers the shoulder and drives in. Runs into a double team and loses it. Loose ball in front. Redmond picks it up, takes a hit, but not able to cash home the chance. Another good look here for the Junior Braves, but Talum Sandy stepping up here and playing a great game for the Junior Tomahawks so far. Ball moved onto the far side in the stick of Connor Vaughn. Vaughn, the lone goal scorer in this game for Tuscarora, has some room, lets the shot go, and he scores. Connor Vaughn adds his second, and Tuscarora takes a 2-1 lead. We'll check this one out here again, as you just can't give a guy like Connor Vaughn that kind of room. Both defenders go to the far man on that play. It was Heath Day print up that drew the attention, and Connor Vaughn had way too much time and room as he cashes in Tuscarora's second goal of the game on their 17th shot of the evening. 17-22 the shots here at the moment in favor of Tonawanda, but the scoreboard reads in favor of Tuscarora as the Lemoyne Dolphin Connor Vaughn has both goals for the Junior Tomahawks in this game. Got to talk with Connor Vaughn at the break. Very nice young man who is doing some big things in the world of lacrosse, not only in the box here, but over at Lemoyne as well. An excellent young player that has a very, very bright future indeed. Speaking of players with bright futures, here's Nick Fry. Fry onto the far side for Jonathan. Working here is Smith. Smith lets the shot go, turned away by Sandy. Loose ball in front. Who's going to come away with it? It's Tuscarora. Bringing it up here is Jack Kane. Kane whistled, and they're going to say, the official said, nope, way early is his exact word, so that will be a penalty. We'll see how many guys we got in shot here. As you can see, 3 runners back there. And it'll be one, at least one for sure coming off there, but it is a bench minor for illegal substitution. So for the third time in this game, the Tonawanda Junior Brave power play will make their way onto the floor. It's Jerry Dadsey, the in-home for Tuscarora here this evening. Tonawanda 1 for 2 on the man advantage so far. Let's see how they do here on this possession. Fry, Redmond, letting that shot go is Ace Abrams, but he'll miss wide, and it'll be an over and back violation. That'll give possession to Tuscarora. Scooping up the loose ball right away is Brady Quill, the UAlbany Great Dane. Former Hilton cadet passes that ball away. Connor Vaughn escaping the pressure for a moment. Vaughn watched by LaMaestua. Swim move. Vaughn draws the double team. Gonna take more than that to slow him down. Vaughn, still working, still dodging checks. What a great run here from Vaughn. He gets the shot away, but Pragle makes the save. That is a fantastic effort for Connor Vaughn. He's not gonna be able to pick up the Lucy going 1-on-3, but you gotta commend that work ethic. I know his teammates and his head coach, Randy Chrysler, are going to love that. Run a little hidden ball trick here are the junior Braves, but the junior Tomahawks wise to it. Redmond has it, lets it go, and he scores! A snipe from Chucky Redmond to tie us up at 2. Let's check this one out again. Chucky Redmond just steps in and picks that top left corner. You're not going to find a shot better than that. It goes Lomaestua to Fry to Redmond for the goal, or Geraci to Fry to Redmond, excuse me, as that works out for the second junior Braves goal of the game, the power play goal. Ties us up here at 2. Chucky Redmond, one of the mighty talented players on this junior Braves squad, plays his high school lacrosse over at Akron. As whistles are blown here, going to be a push call that'll keep the ball with the junior Tomahawks. Tuscarora rocking the all black with some yellow trim underneath, or on the sides, I should say, underneath the armpits a little bit, as Tonawanda in those gorgeous white jerseys with the black spots and the red stripe. As here's a chance for Jones, that's stopped by Pragle. Another big stop here for Jackson Bob Pragle, as this stays a 2-2 game. Evenly matched here all throughout as the wind starts to pick up. We'll see how that affects the gameplay here. Savino Geraci leaves it for Ace Abrams. On the far side of the floor is Jake Smith. Geraci has some room. Geraci drives in, takes the shot, but is stopped by Sandy. I mean, the defender tried to run right through Geraci, but he was the one who ended up getting knocked down. Geraci, one tough customer for this Tonawanda team. They're going to send it to him again, and he scores. That's why you give him the rock. Savino Geraci gets his second goal of the game. Let's get a look at this shot here from Savino Geraci. Too much room, too late on the closeout from the defense as Geraci puts that one underneath the left arm of Sandy, and we're gonna get a goalie change here. As we're going to get a goalie change now in net for Tuscarora, it is Tanyan Davis. And this makes me wonder if that was part of a bigger plan for head coach Randy Chrysler, or what the idea behind that move was, as I really don't think that Sandy was playing bad, as Fryer has a break. Fryer shot off the crossbar. Yeah, getting back to my point, I don't think Talem Sandy was really playing bad at all. I thought he was having a pretty solid performance here. A couple got by him as that ball goes out of play. But it makes me wonder if the plan was for Sandy to do about half the game and Tanyan to do the rest. You know, really begs that question, as we might find out the answer here as Dedsey bounces one towards Pragle. That is capped out Jackson Bob Pragle. Make the short outlet feed to Lomaestua, who sends it over to the far side. Reed Chaka heads off the floor for Jake Smith. Savino Geraci, the latest goal scorer in this game for Tonawanda, sends it into the corner. Tracking over to pick up that one is Chucky Redmond. Fed in front looking for Geraci. He can't find it. Davis goes out and stakes his claim with that big Woody and passes it away onto the far side. Robbie Brown moves it over here to Connor Vaughn. He's responsible for both the Tuscarora goals in this game. Pass over to Printup. Shot off the post. This might be a nice 2-for-1 replay here, as we might get a look at the penalty and the shot, as there you'll see the whack to the head of Printup. No doubt about that call. And then you'll see the shot that goes off the post. And I think it's going to be a 5-minute high sticking call, and that's, in my opinion, the right call, as it was most certainly a slash with intent. Not trying to hit him in the head, of course, but definitely going for the slash. Not just kind of one that caught him. It was an aggressive move, so that is, I think, a correct and an easy call for the officials. 5-minute major for high sticking, and this is the best chance of the game for Tuscarora to start going on a run. A 5-minute power play for their unit that's 0 for 2 so far today. Shot from Jones just misses wide. Idzik having trouble with the loose ball. Now he's under some pressure. Ball pops out of his stick. Who's going to come away with possession here? Tonawanda's going to have to hurry. It's only hurting their 10 seconds to get the ball over half. And that will be the 10-second call. So possession right back to Tuscarora. Connor Vaughn. Over with Hayes. Jones. Working it now is Pick. Behind the net. Vaughn. Matt Jones. Pick. Jones. Vaughn. Jones skips it wide. Pick able to save possession. Braden Pick. Onto the far side. Vaughn steps in, fires, stopped by Pregel. Connor Vaughn looking for the hat trick here, but was denied in the attempt by Jackson Bob Pregel. Matt Jones. Pick. Jones. Braden Pick. His low shot just misses wide. It'll go over and back. And that's a good defensive stop for Tonawanda after being on the defensive for a minute and 19 seconds into that man advantage. Junior Braves going to look to try and just drain some clock down here as the penalty approaches 3:30. Ace Abrams, the man in the box for Tonawanda. Nick Fry. Bodying up. Fry moves it away. Roloski going 2-on-1. Takes the shot that is stopped by Davis. Fryer onto the far side. Bringing it up here is Nick Pursuti. Pursuti going to leave it for Connor Vaughn. Approaching the halfway mark here in the second period of play. It is a slim 1-goal lead for Tonawanda, but it is Tuscarora who's on the power play. Vaughn, his shot stopped by Pregel. Have to imagine if Tuscarora can get anybody other than Connor Vaughn heated up here, they would have a great shot to not only tie this game up, but soar ahead with the talent they have at their disposal. But right now having a tough time dealing with Jackson Bob Pregel, as they're going to say it's a 10-second violation against Tonawanda. That'll keep the ball here with Tuscarora. Vaughn playing a little catch with Mike Hayes. Jones moves it over to the near side. Vinny Marzalek playing catch here with Eric Reese. Jones, overhand rip, stopped by Pregel. Loose ball secured here by Tuscarora. And a penalty coming up against the Junior Braves. Here's Vaughn. His shot scores! What a finish for Connor Vaughn. All three of the Tuscarora goals belong to him as we're all tied up. 20th shot of the game for Tuscarora. And there you can see it's a good one from Connor Vaughn. Took a hit from Chaka after the fact, but I'm sure he does not care because that ball went in the back of the net. Look at that toe drizzle to get past the defender and gets inside, beats Pregel for his third goal of the evening. And that should wipe out the penalty that was going to go against Tuscarora, as there's a heavy hit delivered by Idzik, but the ball stays with Tuscarora. Marzalik moves it to the far side. Dadzi looking to slow things down for a moment while Tuscarora gets their full complement of attackers onto the field. Dadzi playing catch with Heath Day Prunup. Jones, outside rip, and he scores! Matt Jones starting to feel it now for Tuscarora as the junior Tomahawks hold a 1-goal lead. Let's get a look at this one here. Just an overhand step down rip from Matt Jones, and he does a little roll of the dice after as he puts Tuscarora in front by 1. What a nice shot there from Jones. Plays his Division II lacrosse over at Lenore-Rhine University, product of Williamsville North. Had a great year with Lenore-Rhine. 9 games played, 10 goals, 14 points, 8 GBs, and a trio of caused turnovers for Matt Jones. The former Will North Spartan helps put Tusky in front by a goal. Still a power play here for Tuscarora, as that's just one off the major penalty. So by my count, that should move the junior Tomahawks efficiency to 1 of 3. Checking the chat here real quick. Husky Chipmunk says, hello everyone, greetings from Greensboro, North Carolina. Thank you for tuning in. Husky Chipmunk, happy to have you. Is Nick and Travis Fry on the team? Travis, I believe, aged out and is just playing seniors. Nick is on this Tonawanda team. Travis is playing senior ball, though, for the Senior Braves. Where Travis Fry, Trav played last night with the senior squad. That he did. Ball on the near side. Here in the stick of Fry. Fry bounces one towards Davis that he handles well. Here's, oh, nice stick check there. I believe it was Idzik knocking the ball free, but the ball is turned over once again here by Tonawanda. Possession for Tuscarora with 30 seconds remaining in the Abrams major penalty. Chance for Tuscarora to get 2 goals here on this power play. Jones to the near side, back to the far side. Vaughn behind the back pass connects with Hayes. Hayes low shot stopped by Pregel. Just 7 seconds left in the Abrams penalty. He'll be able to exit the box and go out for a shift on O. And that is exactly what he will do as Savino Geraci takes over possession. Geraci working on the near side. Trying to break free. Geraci lets a low skipping shot go that misses wide. Ball bouncing around. It'll be picked up here by Tonawanda's Jake Smith, but he runs out of time. Shot clock violation. Back the other way we go. Quill over to the near side. Marzalik thought about it, but not able to get a great look that he was looking for there, so decides to just keep possession instead. Matt Jones spins back. Jones steps into some open space, lets the shot go. Pregel got a piece of it, and he got enough. There have been a few tonight that Jackson Bob Pregel has got most of that have started to trickle behind, but the young netminder, aware of his surroundings, does a nice little spin, often to keep that ball out. As here is Nick Fry looking to put one in the back of the net on the other end of the floor. Lemaestua flipping it in the middle, trying to hit Spencer Jonathan off that toe drag maneuver, but the two can't link up there. Davis, his outlet feed, will find the intended target here of Nick Pursuti. Braden Pick leaves it up top for Vaughn. Pick. Mighty talented player is Pick, looking like a great fit on this team. Shot from Vaughn goes up and out of play. As possession still here with Tuscarora. Quick chance here for the junior Tomahawks, denied by Pregel. Mike Hayes letting the shot go as now we're going to get some contact here, but it's through the crease that sends possession to Tonawanda. Junior Braves taking over. Savino Geraci gonna leave it here for his teammate Eldon Ground. On the near side, Redman fakes, lets the shot go but misses wide. Smith has the rebound. Smith bounces one that is stopped by Davis. Quill picks up the Lucy in the corner. Quill makes a nice little spin move to break away from the two Braves and get forward. Here's a chance, 2-on-1. Pass over to Jones. His shot off the post. Man, oh man, that's got to be at least the third or fourth post of the evening for Tuscarora. But as any good goalie will say, they're only hitting the post because I had the net covered. Contact down low that does not draw a penalty, much to the dismay of the Tonawanda faithful in attendance. Roloski shifting around. Roloski being watched tightly here by Prasuti. Roloski passes it away. Lomayastoa runs out of time. Good defense there from the junior Tomahawks to force that stop. Nick Prasuti leaves it here for Jerry Dadzi. Played his high school ball at West Seneca West. Played some college ball with GCC to Jerry Dadzi. Here is a quick shot there from Marzalik that's blocked in front. Did catch a piece of Pregel, so a fresh 30 for Tuscarora. Vaughn working. Vaughn lets the shot go, but he misses wide. Rebound picked up by Regan, one of the assistant captains for the junior Braves. Here's a chance. Geraci right off the bench. Geraci stopped by Davis. What a save from Tanyan Davis. He may have came off the bench, but he is not cold here in this game. Tanyan Davis doing an excellent job for Tuscarora, coming in relief of Talem Sandy. Hayes. Connor Vaughn with it in the middle. All kinds of room. Vaughn's shot blocked in front. I think that one went off the noggin of a Brave defender. Might have caught a piece of Cameron Wild. And yeah, I think it did hit him right in the mask. Man, tougher than a $2 steak is Cameron Wild as Mike Hayes forces a turnover right towards mid-floor. Hayes takes it away from Chaka. Chaka right on his hip, not letting him do much. But Hayes breaks free and rings it off the post. Oh my goodness, another one off the iron here for the junior Tomahawks. Man, 5 off the post, 4 in the back of the net. As back the other way, a shot stopped by Davis. Eldon Ground with a great chance, but through the crease went Ground, so not able to receive that pass from Fry, so it'll be the turnover that gives possession here to Tuscarora with 2:30 left to go. It's a 4-3 scoreline that sees these visiting Tuscarora junior Tomahawks in front. Connor Vaughn over to the near side of the floor, passing it away. Marzalik up top. Vaughn shot stopped by Pregel. And at Tuscarora, you can tell, playing maybe with that little bit of an extra chip on their shoulder, knowing how the result went last time these two teams matched up. It was a big 17-11 win for Tonawanda up in Cornerstone Arena to open up the season for both of these teams. And it was the junior Braves playing with a chip on their shoulder in that game because Tuscarora ended their season last year in the playoffs. However, now this time around, I think it's the junior Tomahawks that have that extra bit to play for as they lead it by a goal. 4-3 is the score. Here is Connor Vaughn. Feeding it in front, trying to find Heath Print up, but his pass broken up. Loose ball here, Marzalik trying to work here on, I believe that's Robbie Carless, and it is. Pass over to the far side, misses Print up. It'll go off the far boards and bounce to Reed Chaka. Eldon Ground with it up top for the junior Braves. Ground Steps in the middle, lets a shot go that just misses wide. Rebound pops to Jagow. Here's Fry. Jonathan, low to high rip, stopped by Davis. Pass in front, just misses Fry. Ground. Able to secure possession. 22 on the shot clock here for Tonawanda. Under a minute to go. Here's a chance. Bouncer from ground that is stopped by Davis. Davis outlets it right up the middle, but no one there to receive the pass. It's picked up by Tonawanda's Josh Grice. The Will North Spartan secures possession and sends it over to the far side. 2025 Will North grad. Attends Cornell University. That shot off a dome in front. Stays in play. Just 10 seconds left as wisely head coach Randy Chrysler will call timeout to make sure that possession stays here with Tuscarora, and they have a chance to get one extra one here with just 7.5 seconds left in the second period of play. The shots here at the moment, 37-27 in favor of Tonawanda. However, a score in favor of the Junior Braves, as we'll take a quick look at the chat here. Jacob Fox, how do you not score? It's been a tough night for both of these teams, as they've been some great goaltending performances, but right now it's been the post that has been probably the most impactful player on the floor. They have denied the Junior Tomahawks of a handful of goals. I believe Tonawanda has hit a couple as well, as we'll go with the post for MVP so far. But right now it is Mike Hayes who's going to head out to start the play. Just 7.5 seconds left here in the second period. 6-on-5. Tanyan Davis is at the bench for Tuscarora. Let's see if the Junior Tomahawks can do anything here. Got to go quickly. 4, 3, 2. That shot off the pads of Pregel and out of play. So that will do it here for the second period of play. It is a 4-3 game that sees the Tuscarora Junior Tomahawks in front of the Tonawanda Junior Braves. Now that we have a break in the action, let's go over the updated First Nations Junior B Lacrosse League standings. The Onondaga Redhawks lead the pack at the moment with a 4-1 record. However, Tonawanda is right on their heels. The Junior Braves looking to draw into a tie with the Redhawks for first place in points with a win here tonight. They sit at 3-2 with 6 points. Allegheny 3-6. They have 6 points on the season. The Seneca War Chiefs sit in fourth place with a 2-2 record after their defeat last night in overtime against the Allegheny Junior Arrows. The first time ever that Allegheny was victorious against the War Chiefs. Seneca falls to 2-2 and sits in fourth place, while the Tuscarora Junior Tomahawks round out the field with a 2-3 record in fifth place. And might I add, they are a very good fifth place team. There's no bad teams in the First Nations League this year that I can attest to personally, as we will step aside here. Might have another interview coming up in a little bit, so don't go anywhere yet here as you're watching on Blue Squatch Productions. Trevor Butts on the floor here with Vino Gerasi here for the Tonawanda Junior Braves. And Vino, very close game so far. You're having some success on the offensive end. What do you got to do to just continue that success into the third?
Keep the ball moving, man. I mean, we've gotten open looks. I feel like we're getting a lot of good shots on net. It's just about burying those opportunities, man.
Trying to get some opportunities. Did the goaltender change affect the offense at all through that period? It surprised me a bit up top. Just wondering how it affected you guys.
No, I wouldn't say so. I mean, I feel like in this second period, I feel like we didn't get the ball down the floor as much as we needed to, and I feel like we got to start swinging to the righties more because, lefties, they've gotten the action for the most part. I feel like now once we get the ball moving around more, I feel like we can bury some more in.
You're having some success out there. I got you with 2 goals already in this game. What's just allowing you as an individual to just be open up there and just have some good looks at the goal?
I'm just playing me, man. I was born and raised this game. My dad, father, he was raised as an athlete, and he always told me, man, just fucking go. Excuse my language, but, regardless of the scenario you're in, no matter the moment you're in, just go, man, and play you. Have fun. The most important thing is having fun, man.
The Junior Braves are going to look to keep the fun going into the third period. They trail by a goal right now. It's a 4-3 lead for Tuscarora here on Blue Squatch Productions. Welcome back here to Logan Field on the Tonawanda Nation as we are underway in the third period of play between the Tonawanda Junior Braves and the Tuscarora Junior Tomahawks. It is a low-scoring affair here so far. That sees Tuscarora hold a slim one-goal lead, 4-3 over the Junior Braves. However, there are plenty of folks in white and red looking to change the story as Nick Fry not able to get that one past Tanyan Davis. Extra possession here for Tonawanda. Roloski spins away, lets the shot go. That is blocked up and out of play. Good soak there for the Junior Tomahawks. But another fresh 30 here for Tonawanda. Spencer Jonathan trying to maneuver his way in front, but is handled well. Brady Quill with some tight defense as he knocks that ball free. Quill goes right back to it. And the pass from Jonathan taken away. Picking it up is Burnham on the far side. Here is Hayes on a break. Hayes all alone. Scores! Mike Hayes strikes in transition as Tuscarora extends the lead up to 2. And there you'll get to see the finish from the man they call Hazer, Mike Hayes. One more look at it here as he just snuck that one home on Pragle, as it was Jack Kane running with him, not Burnham, my apologies there. So Kane will pick up the apple as it is the 5th goal of the game for Tuscarora, and it is the first for their captain, Mike Hayes. Nick Fry takes over here for Tonawanda in the attacking zone. On his offside, lets the shot go anyways. Tanyan Davis forced to make a save. Good job there by Davis, keeping that one from going between his 5-hole. Onto the far side. Passing the ball away for Tuscarora is Robbie Brown. Leaving it here for Matt Jones. Jones into the low corner. Directing some traffic there is Marzalek. Marzalek moves it over to Heath Day Printup. Printup quickly moves it here to Dadsey. Possession will go the other way. The chin strap came undone for Dadsey while he had the ball, so it's a chin strap violation. Lucky it's not the whole helmet, or that'd be 2 minutes. So I guess we'll say the Junior Tomahawks caught a break there as they just lose possession, leading by 2. Vino Gerasi working on the far side. Sends a pass up top for Ground, who lets the shot go. That is stopped by Davis. Got a chance to talk to Vino Gerasi at the intermission, and what a nice young man, I might add. I've never gotten to meet his parents or the folks that raised him, but whoever they are great people, because you can tell with how that young man just speaks and handles himself what a great person, and somebody I think not only going to have a lot of success in lacrosse, but in life as well, as Jackson Bob Pragle takes a shot up high that has stunned the young netminder a little bit. We'll see if we caught one look of it here. And there you can see, I think it just got in the bottom part of the mask, if not into the neck area of Pragle, as he is a little slow to get up, and that is not what you want to see if you are a Junior Braves fan out there, as Pragle will get a deserving round of applause from the Tonawanda Braves fans in attendance, but he's having a chat with our officials and training staff, just making sure he is okay and able to stay in this game. Looking like the neck guard is still intact, says his dad, Jason, so we know what Dad thinks. He's all right, as he will settle into the game as it looks like J-Bob will stay on the floor, and Griff Jonathan not going to be called into action yet. Here is Chucky Rebman bringing the ball up the floor here for Tonawanda. It would be a good time for the Braves to have an extended possession and a couple of resets just to give Pregel that extra couple of minutes, couple of seconds to just catch his breath and settle back in. Tied up there was Ground. Great defense there. Looked like Blake Turner doing the work for Tuscarora. Ball bouncing around. Who's going to come away with this one? Kane in there fighting for it for Tuscarora. He had his stick on it to break up the pass. But the shot clock is what runs out on the Junior Braves. That'll give possession here to Tuscarora. Vinny Marzalek plays his college lacrosse with the University of Mount Union. High school product of Lakeshore. Done with his junior year at Mount Union. 5 goals, 6 points, 10 GBs, and 4 caused turnovers for him. Connor Vaughn working along the near side. Vaughn flips it back into the middle, trying to hit Jones here, who nearly gets run over by a pair of Junior Braves. Might be a good thing that the shot clock ran out on the Junior Tomahawks there. Good work by the Junior Braves transitioning the ball up the floor as they will look to go to work now. Gerasi over to the near side for Smith. Jake Smith lets a shot go that just misses wide. Great shooter is Jake Smith, but not able to find the twine on that attempt. Finished his high school career over at Akron last year. Eric Reese out for a shift here for the Junior Tomahawks. Now with Jerry Dadsey. Dadsey looking for an option. Goes cross floor. Has Reese, who lets the shot go that is stopped by Pregel. Good early save here for J-Bob after that shot stunned him a bit. Always important to just get that next one as a confidence builder, as if one sneaks by you, that could start to make you think, and that's not always what you want from that position. Jagow moves it over to the near side. Ace Abrams has some room, lets the shot go that is stopped by Davis. Nice stop there for Tanyan Davis as he makes the stick save to keep the lead at 2 for the Junior Tomahawks, 5-3. Here is the score. Sounds like a hockey score line here at the box, also known as Logan Field on the Tonawanda Nation. Ball to the near side of the floor. It's with Jerry Dadsey. Pass into the middle, doesn't find Jones. Ball still with Tuscarora though, but a half-second late on the shot. And no delay of game penalty for Tuscarora. The Junior Braves bench wanted one. However, there was a similar incident a few moments ago on the other end that the officials left go. So keeping it consistent. No penalties here. Pass to the far side misses the stick of Justin Roloski and will end up with Tanyan Davis instead. Breakout up the far side here for Tuscarora. Having a tough time hanging on to that one was Brown as he nearly goes over and back. Eric Reese, Connor Vaughn. Over to the near side here for Printup. Printup working around. Vaughn lets a shot go, soaked in front. Lamaestua wears that one for Tonawanda. Possession still with Tuscarora, but Printup runs out of time. Shot clock violation on Tuscarora as both these teams getting some defensive stops. But right now, Tuscarora, the only ones who will really benefit from it. Tonawanda needs to start stacking the goals here. Down by 2. Jonathan's shot misses the top corner. Loose ball picked up by Gerasi. Gerasi breaks free. Gerasi, the shifty attacker, gets crunched. 2 Junior Tomahawks combined to hit Vino Gerasi. Let's take another look at it here as just kind of a sandwiched hit. I could hear the shouts from the Junior Braves bench saying it should be 5, but no head contact, and actually was kind of on the shoulders. So I think 2 minutes is the right call there, but that will give a dangerous Tonawanda Junior Brave power play what I believe is their 4th chance of the game. I have the Junior Braves as 2 of 3 so far here tonight. Big chance here for the Junior Braves to cut the deficit to 1. Redmond fires but misses wide. Over and back will give Tuscarora the possession after just 13 seconds was used by Tonawanda before that Redmond shot. Connor Vaughn going to backpedal here, try and get into some open space before passing it away to Jones. Here is Matt Jones. Sends it over to the far side for Pick. Braden Pick. Gets step on 1. Could be a chance here. Pick. Far side for Jones. Finds and fires. Shot stopped by Pregel. Loose ball bouncing around as a penalty going to be called here. And it'll be on Tonawanda, and that is the antithesis of what the Junior Braves are open for, as they will head to the penalty box. Cameron Wild will head to the penalty box. Let's see here as, see that one, there's more of a case for a 5. That illegal cross-check rode up onto the head of Dadsey, and see that one I could see more of a case of, as still hit the back of the neck, so I agree 2 minutes is the correct call, but I think there is a better case for the 5 on that one. As now we'll get some 4-on-4 action here as Hayes, Vaughn onto the far side. His pass broken up. Great stick there by Tonawanda's number 9 to break that up. Here's a chance the other way. No! Let's check this one out again. The Tonawanda bench is thrilled. The Tusky bench is irate. I think he might have landed in the crease. I got to see it one more time as Tonawanda gets the ball in the attacking zone. Pass over to the near side, and yeah, I think those 2 feet came down for Braden Pick to deny him of his first goal of the game. On the quick stick opportunity, heads up call by our officials. They got it right in real time. Low rip there from Gerasi is stopped by Tanyan Davis. Here is the Tuscarora Junior Tomahawks led by Rylan Sorge. They print up. Over to Jerry Dadsey on the near side. About to go on an abbreviated power play. Is that ball trickling past Pregel? But wisely, Jackson Bob Pregel just lays back and falls on it to not let it go any further. 27 seconds remain in the penalty to Tonawanda's Cameron Wild. Junior Braves should be able to kill most of the penalty time off here. Nick Fry has the ball in his stick. Fry gets a pick from Redmond. Fry has some room to let the shot go. It is stopped by Davis. Shot that rode up on Tanyan Davis, catching him in the mass. Here's Redmond to pick off that pass. Redmond then throws it away. Loose ball battle. Who's going to come away with this one? Fry involved in the scrum, but not able to secure possession. Heavy hits here as this one starting to get a little chippy. Just past halfway here in the 3rd period of play. If you're just joining us, you have missed a good one that has been so evenly contested all throughout. And at the moment is a 2-goal game that sees Tuscarora lead Tonawanda 5-3. Things starting to get intense here as trying to break free there is Pick. Hayes with a shot and he scores. The hard work done by Braden Pick allows for Mike Hayes to get his 2nd goal of the game. The lead is up to 3 for Tuscarora, and here you'll get a great look at it. Pick able to secure the loose ball out of the scrum, gets possession, then rolls to Hayes, as Hayes able to bury it on the 30th Junior Tomahawk shot of the game. I don't know where he found that hole. Mike Hayes, as he is able to put it home. 5 of the junior Tomahawks. 6 goals coming between Connor Vaughn and Mike Hayes. Tonawanda, got to get something going. Jonathan stopped on the doorstep. Might have missed wide as didn't see the reset given. I thought Tanyan Davis got an arm on that. Either way, the ball stays out, and Tuscarora looking to go on a run. Here's Quill, his pass broken up. Good stick by Idzik as through the crease goes Heath Day print up, and I think we're gonna get the extra slash here done by Drew Idzik, and you can feel the momentum shift in this game. All the momentum with the Tuscarora Junior Tomahawks right now. Take a look here at the penalty from Idzik as somebody just got tossed from the Tonawanda bench. And there was an extra slash there after the play from Drew Idzik. But I do think he was kind of just trying to follow up on the play. I don't think he quite realized the whistle had went. That's a tough one for me for Drew Idzik, but a penalty nonetheless, says he will head to the sin bin. A person just got thrown off the Tonawanda bench, so we'll see how that affects the Junior Braves game all throughout as the goalie water break begins to wrap up. Looking at the chat here. It's Pike, not Pick. Okay, I've gotten two channels of information here, Stacy. I'll go with Pike. I've been told both now, so my apologies if it was wrong. But I was told Pick, so I'll go Pike though, as we are back underway here. Tuscarora has possession of the ball. Mike Hayes onto the far side, but an off-ball play will give possession here to Tonawanda. Junior Braves need a goal desperately. Getting doubled up right now by Tuscarora, 6-3 in this low-scoring defensive battle. Nick Fry trying to drain some clock down, but Tonawanda is in that unfortunate position, being down by 3 and having only scored 3 goals. You got to match your entire game output in the last 8 minutes or so, and now trying to do it shorthanded while draining time off the clock is just not easy. And it's a tough spot to be in for the Junior Braves, but they're going to have to manage down by 3 and on the penalty kill. Have to imagine, though, if Tuscarora can bury one more, that might be the dagger they need to put this one to bed. Let's see what happens here. Connor Vaughn playing catch with Matt Jones, moves it over to the far side. Here's Hayes looking for his hat trick, denied by the iron. Pragle might have got a hand on it. Either way, the ball stays out. Pike over here to Vaughn. Vaughn has some room, passes it away, but the pass picked off. Kieran Regan intercepts that one. Here's Lamaestua. Bodies Jones well. His breakout pass, though, not handled well by Fauzi. Now Lamaestua getting some hacks onto the right arm of Matt Jones. Vinny Marzalek. Right as the penalty is about to expire, by my count, the Junior Tomahawks go to 1 of 5 on the power play here tonight. Hayes over to Jones, toe drag, gets the shot away. That is stopped by Pragle. Great look there from Matt Jones, showing off the skill moves. And I guess Pragle didn't catch a piece of that one. No reset given. My mistake there as possession goes back the other way. Approaching 6 minutes left to go here in the third period of play. This has been a very tightly contested matchup all throughout, and an intense one at that, as Lincoln Hill's shot goes right into the stomach there of Tanyan Davis. As Davis came in relief of Talem Sandy midway through the second period. I believe it was right after the third goal of the game went in on Sandy, because I was quite surprised that they made the switch there. And if that is the case, then Tanyan Davis right now pitching a shutout. Jones looking to help give him some more support, but his pass picked off. Going back the other way here is Dylan Jagow. Jagow has Jonathan with him. Jagow not going to pass it away. Tonawanda got to start getting some good looks here over the final 5 minutes and change if they want to get back into it. Redmond's shot goes wide. Rebound for ground, can't get it away. Great defense there from the Tomahawks. Jack Kane tying up his man. The push will keep the ball here with Tonawanda, but man, oh man, the Maritime College man, Jack Kane, with an excellent defensive play to deny Eldon ground of just even getting the shot away, because he had the wide open net to shoot at with Davis being on his other post. The Junior Braves turn it over and back is the call, and you can really feel it here. All the momentum with Tuscarora. Here's a pass in front that misses. Dadsey not able to hit Sorge there. Loose ball picked up here by the Junior Braves. Running forward is Fauzi. Fauzi takes a hit, gets the shot away. That is stopped by Davis. Might have just missed. Either way, it stays out. Quickly back the other way goes Vinny Marzalik. Marzalik gonna slow things down. In no hurry, as he should be. Trying to just drain this clock down to 0 and get away with the win. Mike Hayes onto the far side of the floor. Hayes gets a pass back from Marzalik. Hayes flips it to Vaughn. Vaughn steps in, fires, and scores! Connor Vaughn ices this one as he blows that one by Pregel to give Tuscarora the 4-goal lead. I think Connor Vaughn had a chat with Coach Davis and Coach Chrysler before the game, and I think they might have told him, Vaughn, go give him the heater. That is exactly what Connor Vaughn did there, as that is Connor Vaughn's 4th goal of the game. Right off the draw, quick shot on Davis. That is stopped. And a follow-up shot here from Redmond that he's going to be lucky if that doesn't draw a crowd. As the ball was loose, but play was dead, and that's, yeah, you can't do that if you're Chucky Redmond. He got the extra shot from Hardy, but I'm not surprised that Hardy gave him one as play was halted and Redmond decided to pick up the ball, throw the extra shot anyways, and that can almost, honestly, we're lucky that that stayed as calm as it did, because that can get ugly in a hurry if you're not careful. Second penalty was taken by Tuscarora, so the ball will start here with Tonawanda. Under 4 to go here at Logan Field. Tonawanda trails by 4 as that ball nearly finds its way past Tanyan Davis. That might be how you have to beat Davis right now. Just throw something from an odd angle at the net and just try and get something going in your favor. But right now, it's starting to look bleak here for Tonawanda. Tuscarora looking to ice this one. Connor Vaughn. Could he be the Iceman here for the Junior Tomahawks? Not able to get that shot on target, as it'll be scooped up here by Josh Grice, the big man bringing it up the floor for the Junior Braves. He'll leave it here for his teammate fresh off the bench in Justin Roloski. Gerasi shifting on the far side. Passes it away to Roloski. Smith lets the shot go that misses wide. Caught a stick on the way towards the net. Did that shot. Running the other way goes Tuscarora. Could be a chance. Here's Fryer. His low shot stopped by Pregel. Fryer and Kane running in transition, but not able to beat Jackson Bob Pregel on that chance. Spencer Jonathan passes it away here for Tonawanda as we are 4-on-4. Eldon ground. Trying to flip it back for Jonathan. Those two not on the same page. Instead, it'll stay here with check that with Roloski, excuse me, who misses wide on the shot. Jonathan shot right into the gut of Tanyan Davis. Easiest stop of the night for the veteran netminder here for Tuscarora. Back to even strength are both of these teams. Hite Prina draws a double, moves it to Hayes. Hayes looking for a pass, sends it over to Jones. His shot stopped by Pregel. Might have caught a piece of a body on its way as it stays out. Mike Hayes calmly with it here with just about 90 seconds left here in this contest. Hayes working one-on-one, trying to get past Chaka. Hayes still has the ball. Hayes gets the switch now. Hayes working on Lamaestua. Did he jam that home? No. Good stop by J. Bob to keep that one out, as Mike Hayes was looking for another goal in a similar spot. Had one earlier from that low angle, and he was somehow able to find the hole on Jackson Bob Pregel. Vino Gerasi taking a few cross checks while he lets that shot go. That is stopped by Davis. No, they're going to say it didn't catch a piece of Tanyan Davis. Either way, now possession will be with Tuscarora as they will try and wrap this one up. Here's Kane looking for one final goal here, but not able to get it on target. Hit there from Pike. Doesn't do a whole lot as possession will stay here with Tonawanda, but the clock draining on the Junior Braves. Don't appear to be in any hurry to try and make the late comeback. I think they know this one is mathematic at this point. Braves don't like the call, but either way it will go against them as Tonawanda will fall to 3-3, and Tuscarora will rise to 3-3 as these two rivals split the first two games of their three meetings here this season. Tuscarora storms into Logan Field and gets a 7-3 win over Tonawanda. 0 third period goals for the Tonawanda Junior Braves as Tanyan Davis pitches a shutout in relief of Talum Sandy to carry the Junior Tomahawks to the win. There you will see the victorious Tuscarora squad as this game has now went final. Now we'll get a look here at the handshakes. While they line up to do that, we're going to go over the upcoming schedule for both of these teams. Quickly first, 49 shots for Tonawanda to 35 for Tuscarora. As now we'll give you a look at the schedule. We'll go with Tuscarora first. The Junior Tomahawks back in action on Monday, June 15th. They got a date with the Seneca War Chiefs at 8 p.m. That'll be a good one. I know I am excited for that. As Tuscarora, after that, 3 straight home games. So the Junior Tomahawks back at Cornerstone Arena in Lockport on Friday, June 19th for an 8 p.m. date with the Red Hawks. Then Monday, June 22nd, they host the Seneca War Chiefs, the final game of the stretch. Wednesday, July 1st at 8 p.m. against this Tonawanda Braves squad. As for the Junior Braves, their next 4 games coming up, they've play host to the Allegheny Junior Arrows here Friday, June 19th at 8 p.m. at Logan Field. Then they'll head on the road for 2 straight road contests. Firstly, Monday, June 29th at 8 p.m. against the Seneca War Chiefs. Then Wednesday, July 1st at 8 p.m. They will face this very same Tuscarora Junior Tomahawk squad for the second time this year at Cornerstone Arena. Third meeting between the teams this season will be coming up on that 7-1 date, as 7-3 coming up here, 4th of July Eve. It'll be Tonawanda right here at Logan Field playing host to the Onondaga Junior Redhawks for an 8 p.m. game. That'll do it here for now. We're going to try and see if we can secure a few post-game interviews down on the floor, so don't go anywhere yet. We're going to have some of that coming up here shortly on Blue Squatch Productions. Trevor Butts on the floor here with Mike Hayes from the Tuscarora Junior Tomahawks. And Mike, what a game for you. You had a couple of big goals late there in the third. Tell me, what you were seeing out on the floor.
Well, I know they got a strong goaltender over there, so I was just trying to see the corners, aim for the corners, and just put them in.
One of your goals, real low angle shot. I mean, where did you even see the hole on that one?
I saw he was down on one knee, so I tried to get it high corner, and short side was my only angle, so I just tried to stuff it in there, and it went in. And it was a great play by Pike to get the GB and get the shot, and I just scooped it up and scored.
Your team really picked up the momentum there about midway through that game. Tell me, what was that big shift for you guys?
I just think loose balls. We started working harder, getting loose balls, and that's all.
Loose balls do a lot for you. Mike, thank you very much. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
We'll now get ready to bring in our victorious goaltender here, Tanyan Davis, for the Tuscarora Junior Tomahawks. Tanyan, firstly, thank you for doing this. And, we'll start it off here. You didn't get the start tonight, but that didn't really look like it. I mean, they say it's hard for goalies to come off the bench cold. You made it look easy. I mean, tell me, what, you were seeing out there from in between the pipes.
The guys were just playing great in front of me. There was really no inside shots that was right in front of me. They were all outside. It's great when you have a defense like that in front of you. So,
something I was just wondering up on the broadcast, was that a planned change with the goaltender change in the middle of the game, or just something that coach was feeling?
I think that's just something he felt like the team needed to get going. So he, I think, did something with me and him just to get the team, up and went into the game. So.
Because you can most certainly notice the difference in that game. Once you stepped on the floor, you didn't allow a single goal. That is very impressive. I mean, tell me, has that ever happened to you before, coming in relief, not allowing any goals?
At the junior level, I don't think so. No.
Pitching shutouts is hard, but you really make it look easy, my friend. Congratulations on the big win. Best of luck moving forward.
Thank you.
The Tuscarora Junior Tomahawks secure the win 7-3 over the Tonawanda Junior Braves. And that will do it here for us from Logan Field. I will say thank you to our great offsite producers, Greg and Charity Beecher, my cameraman, Jason Pragle, getting you all the great looks up top. I have been Trevor Butts saying so long and thank you for watching Blue Squatch Productions.